Welcome to the Peak Practice Minute brought to you by Synergy. I'm Jason Lazarus, founder of Synergy. This minute features Darryl Isaacs, aka The Hammer, discussing what it's like suffering a personal injury himself. Like me, he was struck by a car while cycling, learning exactly what it means to be a personal injury victim.
Well, you mentioned that became my tagline. Um, I mean, I'd represented thousands before, wrongful death, brain injuries, amputees. I didn't really know what they were going through. I thought I did, but then when you go through, one of the experiences that was horrible is one of the surgeries, they woke me up intubated. Now, they didn't tell me that, and they did it because if they took it out and I wasn't breathing, I would die because, once you break your neck, to intubate you, they can't snap your head back. So, it just, I mean, there's so many bad experiences, but everything they did, and maybe, I don't know, I can imagine, like, you would know this answer, but I would tell people. So, you can go 30 plus days on water, nutrients, and no food. But what happens to you when you don't drink fluids after 4 or 5 days? And I imagine you were in that boat because of your jaw being wired. But I lost my swallowing muscles, and I didn't know that because they had wires and they had tubes, and I was in and out of. They kept me in a semi-induced coma. Um, so I had to learn to swallow again, and then before they'll even let you eat, you have to do that barium test where. And the first time I did it, I was aspirating my lungs, and I think little things like that. And so when I came out, I was in a neck brace for I don't know how many months after because I'd already had two neck surgeries when I was finally discharged. Um, but my new slogan, because we were doing a lot of marketing, is I know what you're going through. And in fact, one of the clients hired us, and we got a $10 million verdict, and the lady said her husband was killed by a truck. It was sad, but anyway, after the verdict, and then she did a testimonial. They were asking her, why did you pick this firm? And she was talking about her brother called right after she learned her husband died. And he said, do you know who to call? And she goes, I absolutely know who to call. I'm going to call the Hammer because he knows what I'm going through.
Darryl just provided some unique insights into what it's like to suffer personal injuries. If you want to learn more about Synergy's mission of helping the injured by protecting the net recovery from lien holders, contact Synergy today.